Hello everyone and welcome back. It's nice to see everyone again. Hope you got out and enjoyed this beautiful weather that we're having. Alright, and this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Virgo for the week of August 8th through the 14th of 2022. And I would also like to thank everyone who has given my channel a thumbs up, subscribed, and left comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated knowing that you're willing to come back every week and get your tarot card reading from me. Thank you for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. I'm very honored. All right, Virgo. Let's see what this week has in store for you. And your first card out is the Sun. Oh, isn't that a beautiful card to start with? Wow. Feeling blessed. You're rejoicing, renewed health, good luck's coming your way. You're just feeling optimistic and happy. You know, you're stopping and smelling the roses, so to speak. You're just enjoying this moment. So bask in it. It's a wonderful feeling this week for you. And the King of Wands. All right, so a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Somebody who's full of energy. Likes to see things grow. When they get their little fingers on something, they like to just keep going. They're very motivated. You know, they like to take trips. They like to plan things. They're very orientated towards things growing and moving, and they're not afraid to, you know, try new things. They just like all kinds of things. They're very hard-working people, very giving. And the Ace of Wands. So good news coming in. You know, things are starting to bloom and blossom, starting to look up for you. You're starting to see the light. Some sort of opportunities coming in, you know, something that speaks to your heart, something that you really start to enjoy. Could be a new career, some sort of creative project that's going to give you some tangible results in the future. You're quite optimistic about it. Opportunities are lining up. That's wonderful, wonderful cards. And the Three of Pentacles, or the Three of Rods. So definitely, you know, looking out onto horizons, you're on a good foundation. You're looking out, you know, your ships are starting to come in, and now you're just going to pick which one meshes with you. That's wonderful. Wow. You know, and the Moon. So don't get swayed. Don't stop what you're doing. Keep forging ahead. You know, all of a sudden the landscapes are going to change, the rules are going to change, you know, and so is your mood swing going to change because of it. You know, make sure you're getting enough sleep. We all need that, especially in the summer. Yeah, you just stay sharp. You know, your intuitions are really good. You know that's the path you need to take. You know, don't get swayed by other people, you know, or what you think other people are going to say or do, because it doesn't matter. This is your journey. You're going ahead on the right direction. You know, try not to overindulge and you will be all right. And the Emperor. All right. So commitment to a plan will benefit you and everyone else involved. And that's a very true statement, isn't it? You know, if you don't like being in the circumstances that you are and you feel like, you know, you're always being browbeated, or maybe this is you browbeating somebody else, but I really can't see that, but it does happen. You know, make yourself a plan and set yourself a goal, and you'll be fine. You'll stick to your guns and go forward with what your plan is, because it will pan out in the future, very near future for you. And the Six of Rods. So yeah, take a bow, boy, because you deserve it. You know, you put a lot of hard work into all that you've, you know, decided to do in your life. You have great follow through. You know, when you make a decision, you give it all that you've got. You hold nothing back. And people are starting to realize that, you know, about you. And the 8 of Rods. So fast moving. Most definitely things are moving really faster than you think. Something's just going to plunk down in your lap unexpectedly. It's just going to sort of like happen. And you're going to, you know, like I said, it's all coming to life and you're quite happy. Wow. That's a very lovely reading so far, Virgo. And the Knight of Wands. So again, good information coming in. Invitations. Maybe you're thinking of taking a vacation. Maybe somebody asked you to go to the beach for the weekend. Take a drive. You know, maybe you're going to visit some people you haven't seen for a while. You know, maybe you're going to get introduced to some new friends, new people that you start to hang around with. That'll be nice. And the Page of Swords. Yeah. Getting clarity, you know. It's a storm warning. Something's coming up. You know, there's a little bit of a upheaval here. Slight disagreement. Maybe somebody said something that, you know, that was the straw that broke the camel's back finally. And that friendship is no longer going to be what it was. And you're going to start to pull away. And the 6 of Cups. So a little bit of nostalgia, thinking about old times, old friends, old places, wondering, you know, maybe that's the trip you're thinking of taking. Maybe somebody's, you know, give you a text message or an email and said, you know, why don't you come out for a visit? And you might think about taking a trip somewhere. And the Hierophant. So there you go. Teacher, therapist, uncle, aunt, special mentor, somebody that you can trust. You can bounce things off of and you know that it's not going to go any farther. They're not going to judge you when you think that you've come up with a silly idea, and they're going to tell you, no, you're doing, you know, the right thing at the right time. Maybe you're thinking of going back to school, taking a little more education in something that's piqued your interest. You know, maybe getting some books and doing a little more studying and reading. Some sort of course of interest that just speaks to you. You just sort of enjoy it and off you go. Or maybe somebody's asking you to teach them. And the Knight of Swords. So fast moving. In he comes. You know, this could be an unexpected trip. And that's usually by air, you know, just out of the blue, off you go. Maybe, you know, you're going to see somebody you haven't talked to for a while, or this could be a relationship that's starting to cool down. You know, like I said, it could be a friendship, relatives, siblings. You know, somebody's overstepped their bounds here this weekend, or going to, with you, and you're going to say that's enough and give them a piece of your mind. Yeah. And the 7 of Pentacles. So definitely, you know, you've put a lot of hard work into something. And you're still working on it. You planted a lot of seeds. You know, you're moving forward in the future. It's hard to wait sometimes when you want, you know, what you want when you want it. It's hard to wait for, you know, things to grow to benefit you. It's hard to just sit there and know that it is coming in the future when you want to get it over and done with so you can move forward with yourself. You know, but it's tangible goods. It will come, you know, in the very near future for you. The potentials are good. You know, it's all cooking. You know, it'll pay off. You'll be paid back. Maybe somebody owes you some money that they borrowed from you for a long time ago, and now they're just paying you back as well. But something good is coming out of that. And the 4 of Swords. So, stepping back. Maybe somebody you know is in the hospital recovering. Maybe yourself are recovering from some sort of ailment that you've had. You know, it's a time to rest and rejuvenate and take a time out, step back, You know, try not to overwork yourself or anybody else. Don't, you know, don't wear yourself out because you'll make yourself sick. It's hard to have a heavy workload and still retain good health. So whatever's coming, it'll come smoothly. So just relax a little bit as best you can. Step back, have a good time with your life. Try not to let people, you know, try to persuade you into other things. Just when it's time for you to go, you'll go, and when it's time for you to rest, you'll rest, because your health is your most important asset. And the Six of Pentacles, very nice card. So you have some, you know, lessons to learn about asking for what you want. That's a very hard quality, isn't it, to ask? You know, and when you do, you'll be surprised at how many people actually line up to help you, because you've helped a lot of people and you do it naturally. You just do it because, well, it makes you feel good. You're not looking for anything in return. You just like to do it because it's in your nature. You know, you give, and that's just who you are. So that's wonderful. All right, Virgo. I am going to pick you up and shuffle the Angel Oracle cards and see what kind of clarity they can give on this week for you. A little more insight. But like I said, it looks like you're going to, you know, you're going to have a very good week. You're going to be happy. You know, you're going to take time out when you want. You're going to rest when you need it. You're not going to listen to anybody else. And you're going to stand your ground with a few. You know, you're going to have to, or not going to have to, but you're going to feel like you have to put a few people in their place. All right. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon the angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. Isn't that beautiful? Didn't that come into clarity? All right, Virgo, what a lovely week you're going to have. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. And I will talk to you again next week. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.